Multifamily housing is a catch-all phrase that encompasses apartments, townhouses, condominiums, and any other sort of housing other than single-family homes. Multifamily housing is becoming increasingly popular not only here in Forsyth County, but throughout the Southeast and across the nation. To understand why, let's examine some trends. The first national trend: household size is shrinking. Over the last century, we've gone from more than 4 people per household to an average of 2.5 people per household. The second trend is declining home ownership. The rate of home ownership has been trending down since 2002 and is expected to continue. In the Southeast, this is creating a gap between supply and demand. Half of the people, 34 and under, want to live in walkable mixed-use communities, but only 20% have that option now. Also in the Southeast, 40% want to live in an attached housing unit, but only 30% have that option. In the Piedmont Triad, market studies predict that by 2025, there will be 250,000 households wanting to live in walkable, mixed-use communities with a range of housing types. How do these trends apply to Winston-Salem? Over the next 25 years, the Winston-Salem metropolitan area, which is basically all of Forsyth County, is projected to grow to 516,000 people. 27% of households will be people 35 or younger. 53% of households will be single. Also, people 65 and older will make up 53% of households, and 81% of households will have no children. By 2040, we'll need 66,000 more housing units in the Winston-Salem metro, and many of those households will want to live in multifamily housing.
In banking, when I started my career, speaking with some people that are more tenured in the business, they said, early in your career, if you're looking for upward mobility, you want to rent instead of buying.
Well, I've lived in Ardmore, really like that. But again, the home ownership or even home rentals in that area, it's so much upkeep. I found myself being sent out of town and then coming home for a weekend and then having to go back out of town. And I'm mowing the grass in the weekend, in the rain, and it's not what I want to be doing.
I moved to Winston-Salem about 2.5 years ago and was looking for downtown living. And I've chosen to stay in downtown simply because of the energy down here. You've got access to restaurants, to galleries, to other local businesses right at your fingertips.
New multifamily housing is different from developments built in the past. It addresses consumer demand for amenities and attractive designs. This makes multifamily housing an attractive option for people who otherwise might want a single-family house. Plus, multifamily housing offers less maintenance, greater flexibility, and reduced commitment, more social opportunities, more affordable amenities, and greater convenience.
I think it's more like a resort than an apartment complex. They have the swimming pool, they have the gym, they have tennis court, they have volleyball courts, you can just really have fun here and enjoy yourself.
Multifamily, you don't have to deal with any of the upkeep. You don't have to deal with any of the common areas. Somebody takes care of all that for you. If I see lights are out outside, I just let the office know, and now they've got an online system, so I don't even have to call them. I can just email them and say, hey, the lights are out in the parking lot.
It's convenient to work. I'm only 10 minutes from work, and I'm very convenient to a shopping center. I can't tell you how many times I forget something at the store, and I don't want to drive 10 to 15 minutes just for some eggs.
So where can multifamily housing best fit in our community? Downtown Winston-Salem has the most potential and can accommodate big, dense projects like converted factories and the Nissan building. Other places that work well for large multifamily developments are growth corridors and activity centers. Activity centers are commercial areas with potential to grow into pedestrian-oriented mixed-use areas, such as the commercial area around Haynes Mill Road. Growth corridors are the major roadways that connect activity centers to each other and to downtown, such as New Walkertown Road. On a smaller scale are suburban garden apartments. Today, many offer amenities found in resorts such as pools, fitness centers, and tennis courts. Other multifamily developments in demand include townhouses, quadruplex units, and twin homes. To accommodate this demand, the Legacy 2030 Comprehensive Plan identifies places where new multifamily housing would bring the greatest benefit while minimizing potential conflicts with other land uses. Area plans created with input from the community take the Legacy guidelines and apply them to specific areas of the city and county. Here's an example of an area identified as a place for new multifamily and mixed-use development. It's along Beatty Street, 1 block north of Deacon Boulevard. Based on its location, transportation options, surrounding development, and the future vision of this area, the planning team came up with a development scenario that the property owners could follow. Here's what the area looks like now. And here's what it would look like if developed as envisioned. Want to share your thoughts on how our community should grow? Attend your neighborhood's next area plan meeting. Look for these signs, check out the city's webpage, or sign up for our email list to get involved. The market in Winston-Salem and Forsyth County is calling for well-designed multifamily housing with easy access to a mix of uses. Legacy 2030 gives us a game plan. We can meet the demand for multifamily housing while maintaining the character of our existing neighborhoods. If we follow this game plan, we can create a more vibrant and engaging community for everyone.